Episode 19 of our Ranked Edison ladder with Gladiator Beasts.
It's time to duel!
What's up guys, welcome back to CardSpot. My name is Ethan and we are back on the ladder, rating of 565. Unfortunately we did actually drop a little bit in last episode because we went 1-2, but we're hoping to pick this one back up again, boost it back up, maybe try and hit that 600 mark. I've changed the deck up a little bit, so mainly the side deck actually. So I've taken out the 2 anti-spells and 1 of the trap stuns, and I've put in a second DD Crow and 2 Wabaku, because I've actually been playing a bit of this deck in paper, and I found against decks that just have beat sticks, like the hero beat that we played in last episode, Wabaku can be really good for them attacking into our guys. We can flip a Wabaku and actually try and get some advantage back on them into some like Murmillo plays and things. So we'll see how that goes. Let's get into some matches. Alright, first matchup of the day, sandwich best card. We lose the rock, paper, scissors, so we will be going second. Let's see what we can open up for this match. We start with Laquari, Deep Prison, Prisma, Gauze, Bottomless. Okay, that's a pretty strong hand. Would be better going first, but here we are. Opponent sets a monster and passes. Okay, we'll take that. We draw a Dust Tornado for turn. I'm going to slap down this Laquari right away and see if we can start getting into some battle phase shenanigans, attacking into their set monster. It is a Sangan. For their Sandwich, yep, they're going to go ahead and search. Let's see what they're going to grab off the Sangan. They're going to grab Quick Draw. Tagging out Laquari here seems like we could banish their Sangan, I guess, with a Retiari. But for now, I think we'll just go main phase 2. I'm going to set the Dust, set the Bottomless, and pass the turn, because they have to summon out something quite large to get over Laquari. They're going to Heavy Storm, of course. As they always do whenever we set 2. Setting 1 is just, it's not so great. Oh, they have the Dandelion for the Laquari, for the Quick Draw as well. You'd love to see it. So they're going to be going into probably a Drill Warrior, would be my guess. They could go for a Turbo Warrior. They can't go for Nitro Warrior because that needs an 8, I'm pretty sure. Or is that Road Warrior? Yeah, Drill Warrior, that makes sense. That's fine. They're probably going to attack over the Laquari, I would imagine. Yeah, sure, we take 600. Main 2, are they going to activate Drill Warrior effect? They are. They're going to pitch something for cost. Another Dandelion. Yeah, just... Yep. They're just too good. They're just too good. Alright. And they're going to pass the turn. Alright, sweet. We draw a Test Tiger. That's something. Do we want to use it, though, is the question. We could clear all of these tokens if we did something like that. We could go Prisma, dump, Bestiari, tag out for Darius, pop both, attack the last one. I reckon, honestly, leaving them with no tokens is pretty good. And we can set the Deep Prison and try and clear the Drill Warrior. So we'll go ahead and reveal the Gyzaris and dump this here Bestiari. Then we will special the Testicular Tiger and declare his effect. We will put the Prisma back in the deck and go and grab a Darius, Diggity Darius, and we will declare special back Bestiari. Then, and only then, we will pop these on the top of the deck and grab said revealed Gyzaris and declare targeting 2 tokens. We'll go to battle and get rid of the last token. Do we want to tag out here is the question. We could tag out for an quest to add back the Laquari and maybe a... Because the thing is, they're going to get an add back regardless. We could just go for 2 Retiaris. That's kind of crazy, right? But I think we probably should. There we go. Tag out. We could just banish both of their dandelions here. How much do we care about dandelion? It's just free bodies for us to attack into. It's also free bodies for them to synchro with. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. We'll go for 2 Retiaris and declare them both. Get rid of them. Get them gone. Now they can't add back a dandelion with Drill Warrior. I'll set the D-Prison just in case they do attack with the Drill Warrior. We could try and banish it, because looping Drill Warrior becomes very problematic. So here they're going to grab, yeah, Sangan. I figured that was probably the case. Let's see what else they've got. So 5 in hand, 1 of them is Sangan. So we know 4 unknowns. We're safe from Debris Dragon at this point. Depending on what they could normal summon, we might be safe from a quick draw play as well. So we'll see what they do, having a big think. They're going to declare Drill Warrior to halve, and it can attack directly. That's fine. I'm always going to deprison it. That's getting out of there with the quickness. Good way for them playing around like a Waboku. They're going to set probably the Sangan, I would imagine, and a back row. We'll go standby main here. They could Mirror Force us, which would be pretty rough. But they might let the Sangan attack go through. Would they use Mirror Force on Retiaris? Let's find out. Let's find out. We'll see if this attack goes through. Sangan, they're going to go and grab something from the deck. This is going to be another quick draw. We're going to get a Debris. And or it could be Lone Fire maybe. Raikou even. Trying to think what else that deck plays that's small enough for Sangan to grab. Don't know if they're playing the Hero or Machina package. Volcanic Shell, sure. We'll attempt to attack directly, see if that back row is anything. Doesn't appear to be. I'm going to declare this one, and we'll go and grab an quest here. And declare. Add Laquari to hand. And then declare this one. It's tempting to go for a Bestiary here. But, given that they searched Shell, I think I might grab a Samnite. Main 2, I'll set the Compulse and we'll pass the turn. We could have normal summoned the Laquari, but just don't think we need to at this juncture. Pitching Shell to special quick draw, yep. That's fine. Then they're paying 500. Then they're going 1 for 1. Pitch Shell to special. What are they going to be grabbing here? Another shell? Oh, Cyber Valley. Okay. That's fine. 500 to search the final shell. Are they just trying to fill their grave up, maybe? Do they have a Pot of Avarice? And the Cyber Valley means they can draw 2, but it's also not very threatening. Tribute for Caius. Target the back row. Do we want to put the Caius back in hand? Leaves them with a Cyber Valley. Which can end the battle phase. Yeah, let's get rid of it. It clears the way for our guys. It means they can't kill our guys anyway. So they're left with a valley now. And a shell. So we know Caius and shell in hand. And they pass the turn. Okay. Test target would have been pretty sweet there. I'm going to hold on to this Liquari. This Torrential Tribute kind of changes things because now we can Torrential that Caius. In which case, do we even attack the valley? I feel like we just set the Torrential pass. Because if they tribute the valley for Caius, then we just Torrential and clear the board. And if they use their normal summon on something else, then we can determine where we want to use that Torrential. So they are going to Pot of Avarice, so we did see that coming. Yes, that is all good. They are emptying their grave, which does mean they have more shells. And that last quick draw going back. Draw 2. So we now know Shell, Caius, and 3 unknowns in hand. Shell for another quick draw, sure. So we still know Caius in hand. I'm guessing they're going to pay 500 and add this other shell. Potentially. Or are they going to Synchro for a Drill Warrior? Or just Tribute for Caius? Yep, Tributing for Caius, target. Yeah, I'll rip off this TT. And so this way we've done it where they haven't got the draw off the Cyber Valley. And if they do somehow bring out another monster, we have Gore's backup, so we're not completely unprotected. Retiari does get under Bottomless. They didn't search the shell in the end. Do we want to attack with Liquari? Or do we want to... I feel like let's keep Liquari in hand for now. They're just going to waste a Torrential on that, sure. We'll pass the turn. Yep, that's why it's worth keeping Liquari in hand, just to play around the Torrential or the Bottomless or whatever, because Liquari just deals with a lot more than Retiari does. Pay 5 for the shell. I believe that's the only known card in hand now. Summon out Debris Dragon. They have to target shell or valley. Yep, that's fine. Go Cyber Valley, banish both. Yep, draw 2. They are deep drawing, but that is their normal summon gone. So they're going to set 1. We haven't seen a lot of Spell and Traps out of them. I mean, this deck typically doesn't play a lot of Spell and Traps. This is a situation where I would love to summon out this Prisma. Yes, please. We don't need to use the effect here. We have enough stuff in Graveyard. Let's keep it in our deck. So we'll just go to battle and try and get in. They are thinking. Phoenix Wing. Okay. To the top of our deck. Sure. We will pass the turn. So we're drawing into another Prisma. That's another of their shells gone. I guess they pay 500 for the last one. They are at least one off another Avarice. If we can get some beasts to stick on the board, we can try and keep them off Avarice with Retiari plays. Pitching Caius to special quick draw. Interesting. Summon out Shell. Synchro. Unfortunately, a Drill Warrior coming down. Drill Warrior just so good. But also, I mean, what are we most worried about them recycling? A Caius, I guess? We'll take the 2400, but we will be special summoning this Gauze. They do have to pitch. So their last card they have to discard if they want to tag out the Drill Warrior. and then they're open. So I don't think they can afford to tag out the Drill Warrior here. No, because they would just straight up lose. They theoretically know both of the cards in our hand. They could have Battle Fader. But, because like we can get an attack over this for 300, we get 27. It's not quite game. Let's get in some damage anyway. We might as well. Let's kill the drill. Yeah, okay, they scoop it up. Alright, so here is where those crows come in. Bring in the cyber dragons as well, and the smashing grounds. Tempting on the brain control also. Yeah, we'll see if we can fit enough. So that's what, 7 cards. So the Starlight Road's coming out, the Dust Shoot's coming out, the Call's coming out, Trap Stun's coming out. Probably we can drop both of the Dust Tornadoes. We'll just leave in the spells, because they can be used on our turn as well. Perhaps we drop a Test Tiger. Yeah, just because we have other monsters that aren't Gladiator Beasts. Alright, let's try that. Let's see how that goes. So we will be going second again. See what they do this time around. They're going to sit and pass. Okay. Could be Sangan again. Could be Sangan again. Kind of don't want to rip off this Cold Wave just yet. Or leave a Cyber Dragon that they could just summon a Card Trooper. Well, if they do, or it could be Quick Draw. I'm thinking I'll just set the bottomless and pass the turn. I just don't want to quite summon out that Cyber Dragon without a Gladiator Beast backup. So we'll set the bottomless. If we can ping them on a big synchro, then that would be nice, but not quite yet. We draw Book of Moon. Okay. Maybe, ooh, okay. We get Dust Shot. Okay, let's see what they want to take out of our hand. Test Tiger it's going to be. So we'll summon that. Interesting, they don't put the Cyber Dragon back. Very interesting indeed. But that's okay. The Test Tiger was dead at this point. So I guess we will just special summon the Cyber Dragon. And just get attacking. We'll just go for this, the first one that they set, which was the Sangan. Okay, we did make that read. Makes me think maybe the other one is Shell. We didn't see any Raikos out of them. And they do search the Dandelion. I'm just going to pass there. Because the only card they don't know is the one that we have set. So let's see. Pitch Dandelion for Quick Draw. In attack mode, which tells me they might be about to summon Chimeratic. I've got my hand to go to grave. Oh, it is just Drill. Okay. I would like to bottomless that, please. And get him out of here. We get to keep our Cyber Dragon as well. I'll take that. What else do you have for me, opponent? If we can draw a Gladiator Beast, I'll be slapping this Cold Wave down with the quickness, especially now that there's a token on the field. Because even if that set is Raikou, it's a tough call between a Cyber Dragon and a Gladiator Beast. Like, you have to kind of go for the Gladiator Beast, but then you're just leaving them with a decently sized Cyber Dragon. They haven't used their normal summon yet, though, so... okay, they're just going to go for a second drill. Alright. We could also see a Caius come down. But I would imagine it's going to be a Drill Warrior. Sure. Yep. So we know one card in hand is Shell. We take 300. And we do lose our Cyber Dragon. I'm guessing they're going to pitch Shell with Drill? Yep. And they're going to search their last copy. This puts them on 6 engraves, so if they have a Pot of Avarice, it's pretty good. But they're going to pass there. There was that Test Tiger. Did I shuffle? Alright, so we drew a Torrential instead. So fun fact with Drill Warrior, you can't Torrential it, which is a bit of a pain. So I'm just going to set the Mirror Force and maybe the Torrential, just because they're always going to get to add something back. But we need to try and stem this Drill Warrior bleeding before it gets out of hand. So it comes back, you can't Torrential it because its effect takes the summon window. It's really weird interaction. But they add Dandy back, which makes sense because then you can just start looping tokens. Which is why we need to try and catch them on the Mirror Force. They're going to hamster here. Do we want to Torrential that? No, we'll just try and catch the Mirror Force because they know we have the Mirror Force. They don't know that we have the Torrential. We're going to charge as well. Ooh, we love to see a Heavy Storm gone. We don't love to see Dandelion tokens. But I am going to Torrential on the Dandelion tokens, I think, because that is just too juicy not to. We're going to add a Lila. And then we're going to Torrential here. Get them all gone. We know they have a Lila and a Shell. I mean, Lila can come down and pop the Mirror Force, but I don't really mind too much. Yeah, that's fine. They get a mill in the end phase, but otherwise, you know, they're... yeah. Mill 3... Go Lone Fire, Lone Fire, Caius. Okay, 3 cards that I don't mind seeing in the graveyard. This Test Tiger, man, it's committed to being in our hand. Yeah, we can't change the battle position of it. I could summon out the Test Tiger and just kill it. We know of a Shell in hand, and that's it so far. I'm going to. I don't want to let them keep milling or popping back row, so... And I'll set just the Book of Moon and pass. Yeah. Okay, so we have Shell and 4 unknowns against a Test Tiger. This isn't looking so hot, but we will see. Ooh, set 1, pass. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to pop the Test Tiger on defense and set the Compulse. At some point we have to draw into a Gladiator Beast. At some point. We're 9 cards through our deck. Let's see what they got for us this turn. That Pot of Avarice is going to come down with the quickness as soon as they draw it as well. And that's going to be rough. Oh, we know a Dandy in hand actually. Brain Control. Huh. Do we Compulse that? Do we Compulse or Book of Moon it? I'll Compulse it. I don't want them to have it. Yeah. Tribute for Caius target, and we will chain the Book of Moon target. Okay. So that's the Dandy that we knew about And the shell still in hand. Finally! We draw in a quest. Okay. I think we just slap down the cold wave. How can we get the most value out of this? Do we summon the quest, test tiger it away for a retiari, banish one of the dandelions, kill the Caius, just tag out for a big guy? Alright, let's slap down the cold wave. Normal summon a quest. Special summon test tiger. Do it all. Go grab retiari. We might as well, right? Declare retiari. Banish the dandy. Go to battle. Attack over Caius. And declare retiari. Go and grab... Because Samnite has to send to grave, I'm pretty sure, so that doesn't work against the tokens. So I think our best bet is to just grab a Laquari here. And pass the turn. And let's see what they do about this. So we know a shell in hand. 3 unknowns. Set 1, pass. Okay. Could be shell. Oh, Prisma's really good. Prisma is fantastic, in fact. Let's make a Gyzaris. Let's declare. Go and reveal Gyzaris. Go and dump the bestiare. And let's tag these bad boys out for Gyzaris. And we'll declare target the set and one of the tokens. It was a Raikou, yep. I thought perhaps it might have been. We'll go to battle. Unfortunately, we don't get to do damage, but we do get to tag out now. So we will declare, go to extra deck, and we will go and grab, I'm thinking in a quest, and a Laquari, and declare a quest to add back Bestiari to hand, so we pick up a nice little +1. Get a big, large quarry, and we'll pass the turn. Again, they technically know both cards in our hand, if they're still remembering the brain control. There's the Avarice, which is unfortunate. It was a matter of time, but at least they're only putting 1 Dandelion back instead of 2 now. There is an argument that we should have got a Retiari off the Gyzaris, but with nothing to protect it, it's just a bit small. It loses to so many things. So, yeah. And then I guess they're going to put both the shells back. Oh, I put a Lone Fire back. Okay, so they put back... They put back Quick Draw, Draw Warrior, Lone Fire, Shell, Lone Fire. Okay, and they drew a Lone Fire. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm guessing that's going to be a Titanial coming down. Oh, Lone Fire into Titanial. Yep, okay. As long as they don't have a way to, like, get Dandelion tokens, we can at least try and deal with that. With the brain control. Because they either have to tribute it. Oh, Gauze is pretty nice. Or let us have it. And they probably don't want to let us have it. Let's go Brain. Perfect for this situation. They let us have it. Wow. Alright. Let's set the Bestiari. They know. Unfortunately, I can declare Titanium and negate it. Cool, cool. But they have forced us to set the bestiary. But that's not the end of the world, because we can still get in with Gyzaris. But they see what we're doing. It just means we don't get any plus from the Gyzaris, but let's see if they've got Gauls or Fader or anything. They do not. Well, they don't have Fader at least. Doesn't look like Gauls either. I will declare Gyzaris. We have a Laquari to add back. So I think we do grab an Equest. And maybe a Retiari. And we'll declare. We'll go and banish the Dandy. And add back the Laquari. So it's both their Dandies gone. Main 2, and we'll pass the turn. Alright. That was pretty decent for us. With a brain control, we managed to get rid of the Titanial and a Phoenix Wing. And they just summon a Cyber Valley pass. Rescue Cat is very good as well, because that deals with the Cyber Valley. Alright, we'll try and get it off here. Go and grab Samnite and Testicular Tiger. Ooh, I don't know what happened to my throat there. We'll declare Test Tiger. We'll tag out this Retiari for a Murmelo. And pop the Cyber Valley. If that is a Mirror Force, it's pretty fair play. Ah, okay, we got it. Okay, sweet. We'll hit him with the GG. Alright, so we do take that match. That wasn't a Mirror Force, obviously. We mounted up enough offense. We increased the rating by 16. We got up to 581. Let's get another. Alright, next match against Zombie Club. We do win the rock, paper, scissors this time. We've been going rock a lot lately. I don't know why that is. But we will get to go first, so that's always nice. We open this one, Rescue Cat, MST, Book of Moon, Laquari, Bestiari, Murmelo. So quite a decent amount of boys there. I think I'm just going to set the Bestiari, set the MST, and pass. I think that's all we really need to be doing here. They're going to draw for turn, go straight to their main phase. They're going to MST our MST, so that's fine. We still do what we wanted to do. And we draw into Mirror Force. No back row from the opponent, so we like this. We could just set the Murmelo, go straight into poppin'. I honestly don't hate that. We will do exactly that. And then we'll show them what we're twerking with. Put those back on the deck. And special out a Gyzaris. We'll declare and pop the Juju. Okay, we're dealing with Jujutsu Master. We will declare Gyzaris. This opponent is really playing on fast mode. So here we will go grab a large Quarry and maybe just a Samnite in this situation. I'm kind of, whenever there's nothing on board, I always feel like a Samnite is where we want to be going. We'll go to main 2, and I'm just going to set this book and pass the turn. We still have Rescue Cat, Laquari, Mirror Force in hand, and that's why we didn't set the Mirror Force. We go to the grave with our Book of Moon, and then going to go trade in, pitching what for cost? Nope, they're just gonna scoop it up. Okay, maybe they didn't have a level 8 in hand or something. I'm not sure. So. Don't really know what the opponent is playing, but I feel like bringing in Smashing Grounds and Cyber Dragons going second is always a pretty good call. We'll drop the Dust Shoot and the Call of the Haunted, maybe the Trap Stun and the Starlight Road until we can see more of what we're playing against and call it a day there. Okay, this time around we're going to be going second, makes sense. We will be opening Laquari, Bottomless, Smashing Ground, Murmelo, Smashing Ground. Pretty good going second hand, you'll love to see it. So let's see what the opponent's got for us this time. If it's another set Jujutsu Master, that's going to be a bit rough. And it is probably another set Jujutsu Master. Luckily, we do have a Laquari to attack into that without taking any damage, and then we can Smashing Ground it. But let's see. We'll go standby. We'll go to main phase. We will normal summon out the Laquari. Gives us the best bet of getting over whatever it is if it's not a Jujutsu Master, but I have a feeling it is. It is indeed. Top of deck. Okay. Cool. He's out of here. Main phase 2, I'm going to set the bottomless, and I am going to Smashing Ground the Jujutsu Master because I just want that gone. And it also means that we're not leaving a monster on the opponent's side of the field for them to tribute off or do anything else with. Ooh, Manju. Okay, yep. I'm down for a little bit of Manju action. So what are they going to be playing? Masked Beast. Okay. Oh, we're just going for it. Yep. Sure. So they're tributing Masked Beast for Demise. I will chain the bottomless here. Get punished. Oh, Dark Calling. Okay, yep. Elemental Hero, or Evil Hero, Dark Gaia. Gains the combined attack of those monsters. Combined attack. So it is a large gentleman. We will be taking 4,500. The opponent is going all out on us. We will be drawing that Laquari. Thankfully, we have another Smashing Ground, which is nice. So it's interesting. If I hadn't Smashing Grounded that Jujutsu Master on our turn, would have changed things a little bit. Well, I am going to rip off the Smashing Ground because I have to. Get him out of here. And then I am going to summon out the Laquari because it's the one that they know about. Can this be used as fusion material? Yes, it can, but why would you? And they have a Fairy and a Fiend, so we're safe from Dark Calling for the moment, so we don't need to Retiari them. Oh, Gauze. Of course it is. And we don't have Murmelo in deck. This is just not really going so hot for us. We will go to declare Laquari, put him on the top. I don't even know what to get at this point. Here's where a Hoplomys would be good, just to block an attack. Realistically, it's like, what do we care about the least? Probably a Samnite, so let's just chuck a Samnite. There is an argument for putting a Bestiari in defense, but I mean, that is a stacked hand that they had right there. To be honest, we did not have much hope there. They're going Dark Fusion now, using... Yep, they drew another, and that will put it in attack mode. That will be the GG's. Yep, cool. Alright, we're out of here. What a quick game. Okay, so going into game 3. So, Cyber Dragons can come out. The Smashing Grounds can come out. I would like Compulse here. Chariot for the Jujutsu Masters. Probably bring in the Dust Shoot and the Call. And that's... We could make an argument for Brain Control. We probably should have brought that in last game. Not that we really knew what we were up against. So probably those 4, I think. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's call that a day and start this one off. See what we can do with this hand. We open a quest. Chariot, Test Tiger, Gauze, Dust Shoot, Chariot. Pretty good. This is going to be relatively nice. So I will go to standby and main. I'm thinking summon out the quest, set Dust Shoot, set Chariot, and pray. We'll pass the turn. In their standby, let's fire off a Dust Shoot and see what we're looking at. So we got Doom Caliber Knight. Okay, so this is from hand or field. So we can't prevent, because they have 2 rocks, 3 fiends, so we can't prevent the Dark Fusion going off. So then it just becomes, what do we care about the most? So Doom Caliber Knight, we can... Well, we're going to lose to either of these, right? Which is unfortunate. The Jujutsu Master we actually don't care about in this situation. Yeah, the Guardian... Don't really care about either of the rituals, so it's kind of between Guardian and Doomcow. I think let's go the Doomcow. And they have Zork, Blast, alright, let's do that. Okay, I'm just expecting, yeah, the Guardian comes down, runs over the quest, or they're just going to Dark Fusion straight away. Sure. So now their Guardian will die. Yep. This is going to be a lot of damage. I wish this was a Wabaku. Perhaps we should have sided in Wabaku. So this will be 2900. And this will be 19. And then the Guardian does die because they don't have a rock. So we know that they have just the Zork in hand now. Book of Moon's pretty good. Book of Moon is very good. Set Test Tiger, set Book of Moon. This Chariot set is going to be a problem. Set and pass. Come on, Gladiator Beast on the next draw. Card Destruction. Sure. I will draw 2. Okay. I will activate Book of Moon. So that still gets flipped. So I still do get to see my Test Tiger. Yeah. A little bit of dueling book lag. This opponent is really playing on speed. Okay, so we don't know their unknown in hand. The stats of Dark Gaia should get reset. So we could just Rescue Cat. We could try and get in some damage. In fact, we could make a Heraclitus, right? They can't do much if they don't have spell and traps. Because we summon Rescue Cat, go Sam Knight and Test Tiger. No, we can't get to... we can't quite get to a Heraclitus. Do we just summon out the Laquari this turn? Attack him with both? Yeah. Yeah, I think that might be the better play. Hey, okay, alright. Yep, apparently that one card in hand was not too hard. Alright, so we go up by 14. That takes us up to 595. Can we get the next match and get over 600? Let's find out. Alright, next match here against I'm Alex. Hello, Alex. We will start this one off. See what we can do. We open Bottomless, Laquari, Trap Stun, Bottomless, Solemn, Heavy Storm. Oh, the urge to set 5, summon Laquari, set 5, pass. Okay. I think we are always setting Laquari. We set the Bottomless, set a Solemn, set Trap Stun, pass. That's fine. That's enough. Yep, standby is good. Let's see what you got, opponent. They have a Blaze Accelerator. Huh. I was not expecting that. How badly do I want to keep this Laquari alive? Sure. That's odd. Send the shell. Okay. Is this pure Volcanics? They're going effective shell. That's fine. Add another. So we know one shell in hand. This is just once per turn. Summon gear frame. Sure. I'm not going to bottomless that. I'm going to bottomless the fortress when it comes out. Surely they wouldn't bring it out now into 3 back row. But hey, they might. It's tempting to solemn the gear frame as well. I don't know. This is interesting. They're not attacking with the gear frame either. Okay, Bestiary is interesting. I'm not feeling like I want to set it. I think I'm just going to set a bottomless. It's interesting. It's a very interesting spot we're in. Because if I set it, they just pop it with the Blaze Accelerator. They're going to search another shell. So they have 2 shells and a fortress in hand. 3 unknowns. I haven't seen Blaze Accelerator played before, so that's what's throwing me. I will take the 18 on that one. Yeah, it's like, is it just like quick draw kind of stuff? Oh, a deprison, that's nice. I will commit the deprison and pass the turn. We might have to deprison this gear frame just to get things going if we summon out the Bestiary. They have a lot of cards, so this is going to be a bit of a war of attrition. And that Blaze Accelerator is online with the 2 shells in hand. So, Down comes the fortress, pitching another fortress. I will bottomless that. Okay, that clears out 2 cards of their hand, so that's fine. So we still know 2 shells, 3 unknowns. Here's another force. See you later, the other one. We're not messing about with fortress here. We are kind of using up all of our resources, but I want this gear frame going as well, please. They haven't normal summoned yet, but they have 2 shells in hand. We do have a trap stun to try and push this Bestiary through. So I'm picking, if it's a set monster, it's probably going to be a shell. Okay. Samnite. Is that better than Bestiary? I don't think it is. I think probably... Well, it depends, right? If it's a bottomless, do we just let it go through? Yeah, we'll summon out Samnite just to see if this monster has more... Just because it's slightly bigger, is what I'm trying to say. If it has 1500 or so. Deprison. Yeah, I'll trap stun that. Is it a shell? Ooh, it's a card trooper. Okay. 'Tis a trooper. Okay, so we know the 2 shells are still in hand. I'm just going to go for an quest here and add back the Samnite, because that gets us a +1, so when the quest dies, we still have got something out of it, because I'm imagining the quest's going to die to Blaze Accelerator. Main 2, I am going to pro set heavy and pass the turn. We're just going to play like we have oodles of back row. Which we kind of do. We got rid of a lot of their big boys. Yeah, that's fine. We knew that was coming. The problem is this Bestiary being in our hand. We really need to get that out. So perhaps that was there was the argument last turn to summon that out. Okay. At least 1 shell still in hand. Ooh, Rescue Cat. Do we just rip off the heavy storm here? Nah, not yet. Let's... Yeah, we probably should have summoned the bestiary when we still had the traps done, thinking about it. Well, let's find out now. Let's summon the bestiary. Let's go to battle and attack and see what happens. They think... Do we solemn a D-prison? Regeki break. Ooh. Hitting this one. Why this one? Sure. Ah, it's a Riker. Okay. It's gonna hit the other back row, I would imagine, at this point. Because they know the bestiary is on the field. Oh, it is gonna pop the bestiary. Sure. 3 spells and traps. You do love to see it. Okay. We'll pass the turn. So the Pro Set Heavy didn't quite pay off. It did kind of blank one of the back row. So we know they have one shell still in hand. I'm guessing maybe they did that because they might have a Pot of Avarice. Because it puts them on exactly 5 cards. They have a shell. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, no, that was... So that was... Okay, they used all their shells. So they must have had just the Pot of Avarice. And then the one card in hand is the one they just drew. So... They left one shell in the graveyard. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, I wonder if there was an argument to solemn that. Maybe. But with this Rescue Cat, we are kind of looking at a Gyzaris on our turn. Because we can... Well, it depends on the back row situation, but we do have Solemn. Down comes Card Trooper again. Milling 3 more... Well, 2 traps and a Fortress. The Fortress is pretty good, but they have used their Force already. I'll take the 19. Just gonna pass on that. So now we have the option. We summon out Rescue Cat, we tag out, we go for Sam Knight. Sam Knight tag out for Sam Knight, kill the Trooper, search a Chariot, tag out Sam Knight for Darius, pop the Blaze Accelerator. That seems pretty strong to me. We'll grab the pieces. Declare Test Tiger. Go Sam for Sam. And we'll go to battle and get over the Trooper. And declare Sam Knight to add Chariot. And then we will declare Sam Knight to tag out. Go and grab Darius. Darius effect, special back Bestiary. To grave. Oop. Ah, it's the top of deck anyway. What am I doing? For Gyzaris. And yes, that pops their back row. We do have to leave the Gyzaris on the field, but with Dust Tornado, Chariot, Solemn set, I'm feeling relatively okay about that. Probably Fortress is the only big problem. But we'll see. We know they still have a shell. Heavy the Storm. We do have to negate that. And hopefully no Fortress shenanigans. We can handle Spell and trap, we can handle monster. Yeah, I'm not going to chariot a shell search. So they have 2 shells in hand, 3 unknowns. Yeah, 3 unknowns. Set a monster and pass. Alright. I tell you what, I like the look of that. And I like the look of Call of the Haunted with Rescue Cat in the graveyard. I'm going to slap down this Laquari and get in while the getting's good. If it's a Raikou, we have Chariot. Yeah, see you later. And attacking directly with Gyzaris. I guess we do kind of lose a little bit to Gauze, but it's not major. Yeah. Because we can just make another Gyzaris. So let's tag out. If we make another Gyzaris, or to make another Gyzaris, I think the better bet. Well, let's declare Gyzaris. I think here we go Retiari Banish Fortress, a quest, add back War Chariot. But I'm just thinking on... Because if we just make a Heraclinus, like, what are they going to do about that? But is there a better way of doing this? No, I think that's fine. If we just grab a quest Retiari, and we go declare, Banish Fortress, add back Chariot, and then main 2, top of deck, for Heraclinus, set the Chariot, pass the 10. Okay, so you got 2 shells and 2 unknowns, and a Gauze that is very small compared to this Heraclinus. We have 1 spell and trap negate, we have 1 monster negate. That should be all we need, right? With 2 shells in hand. Like we can actually, well, assuming they don't have 2 monster effects to use or something like that. We will see. If they have 2 spell and traps to use, we have the Call of the Haunted in the hand that we can discard. So, set a monster, set a back row. I would love to Dust Tornado this back row. Pot of Avarice. I will set off the Dust Tornado actually. And another Chariot. Okay. Might keep this Chariot in hand. Gauze is quite large. But... Maybe we do keep the call set for now. Just to deal with that stuff. 2 shells in hand. Let's just go to battle. We'll get the Gauze out of here and pass the turn. That's all we need to do at this juncture. If they somehow kill the Heraclinus, then we can always bring it back with Call of the Haunted, which is kind of crazy. We still have a spell trap negate, we still have a monster negate. They just pass. Ooh, Cold Wave. Honestly, kinda don't need that here. So here, I'm feeling more comfortable to Call of the Haunted now. because we've cleared out the gauze, so if something happens to the monster that we summon off this, it's not so impactful. Let's declare Rescue Cat. Special out Sam Knight and Test Target, and we're going next. Alright, cool. Okay, so what is this deck? It is Volcanic Machina, maybe? So Cyber Dragons are definitely coming in. DD Crows seem pretty good to hit the shells. And yeah, maybe we should be retiaring the shells as well. Kind of keen to bring all of this in just for fortresses and stuff. So yeah, we'll drop 7. So the Dust Shoot, the Call always come out. I think we could probably drop it. Yeah, probably drop a Dust Tornado, drop a Starlight Road, maybe a Test Tiger as well, and probably, I'm kind of thinking about the Trap Stun. Yeah. And then we just need one more. Maybe it is the other Dust Tornado. Is that crazy with Blaze Accelerator running around? I mean, we were stymied by Blaze Accelerator just because we drew the Bestiary, so maybe we can deal with that a bit better. Let's try it and see. See what we can do. Alright, next round or game, we'll be going second. We open Bottomless, Cyber Dragon, Smashing Ground, Laquari, MST. That is a fantastic going second hand if I've ever seen one. Let's see what the opponent kicks off with. Set a monster. And anything else? Any back row? I will take no back row. Thinking about it. They do set a back row. Okay. Is it a... what's its face? Dust Shoot. I can't think today. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we draw a Crow for turn. The question here is, do we fire off this MST? Do we special out the Cyber Dragon and summon out the Laquari? I'm just... yeah, I am going to fire off this MST and just see what it is. Could be a D Prison. It's a Regeki Break. Okay. I don't really want to keep a naked Cyber Dragon around just yet. So I'm just going to summon out this Laquari and attempt to get something going here. It is a hamster. Not so ideal. I guess we will just tag it out for a Murmelo? In this situation, tagging out for Murmelo seems so yuck, but it's like, what else do you get at this juncture? I think it does have to be Murmelo. Main 2. Kind of don't want to set anything because of the Raikou, so I'm just going to pass. I think that's somewhat okay. If they summon out Machina stuff, we've got Cyber Dragon, because I don't think this Murmelo is going to be hanging around. If they do any Volcanic shenanigans, we've got DD Crow. So, yeah. Let's see what they do. If they chuck down a Blaze Accelerator... ah, there we go. Fortress for Fortress. Okay. Take out that, sure. Then that opens up the gates for us to do a Chimera Tech play. Unfortunately, we would lose the Chimera Tech to the Raikou. But it is what it is. It clears 2 of their guys, potentially. Well, maybe not with the back row, but let's draw Bestiary again. Let's just try it. Let's just try special summoning Cyber Dragon. If they have a Bottomless, they have a Karma Cut. No response, so that gets banished. Banish all cards with the same name from the graveyard. Yes, so we're good. Do we just smash the fortress and attack over the Raikou with Crow? How much defense does Raikou have? Raiko has 100 defense, so... Because then we can set the bottomless. Yeah, okay. This seems so scuffed. Alright, summon out DD Crow. Fire it into Raiko. Which they're gonna pop it. Yep, that's fine. DD Crow, you did your job. You baited out the Raiko. The mill... Oh no, they milled a shell. Damn it, DD Crow, come back. Okay, main phase 2, we'll set the bottomless and pass the turn. So they did mill the force at least, so they can't just pitch force and bring the other fortress back. I'm guessing they're going to search a shell here. Yeah. Grab the shell. 2 fortresses engraved. If a gear frame comes down, I might be tempted to bottomless it. Because it can search a fortress, but then what's it doing? Ooh. Heavy the Storm. Oh, what are we picking? What are we picking that trap is? Had a lot of discard traps. If it's a Karma Cut, then that's brutal. They're already down 2 Regeki breaks and a Deprez. I just don't think we can afford to go -1 here. Do I just set the Bestiari? I'm just going to set the Bestiari. Because if we draw into another Gladiator Beast, then it's a Gyzaris play, and if not, and they summon out something that really threatens it, we can bottomless it. Yeah. They're going to MST. Sure. Well, now we can't bottomless it. But I'm glad we didn't do the Heavy Storm play. Hamster. Hamster is big enough to get over Bestiari, which is a pain. And they're going to get another Raiko out of it. They're going to grab another shell. Yep, so it puts them on 2 shells in hand. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Oh, we're going to tribute for Gauze. Interesting. Sure. 2 shells in hand and a set Raiko. Book of the Moon. I'm going to pass it. They can't kill us on the next turn. Straight to battle. 27 we take. Can I get a rescue cat off the top? Ooh, and a quest. We can get rid of the Gauze. Heavy Storm, clear the back row, summon a quest, attack the Gauze, book it. We take 900. We summon out Murmula, we pop it. It literally uses all our cards though. Let's fire off this Heavy Storm, see what it is, see if that changes anything. Just a Regeki break. There is an argument that we set their quest, set the Book of Moon. Maybe they flip the Raiko, but then it's just going to do it in main phase anyway. I think we have to do it this way. Attack. Activate book. Target. So we take 900. And then declare. Is there anything in our grave? Oh, Murmula's in the graveyard? Forgot about that. But so is Bestiari, actually. So we're good. We are so good here. I forgot. I forgot Bestiari was there. Let's get Geyserasing. We'll pass the turn. So we know they have 2 shells and an unknown in hand. It's a back row, pretty good for them. I'm going to keep that Prisma in hand and I'm just going to attack. We're just going to try and get in. It's probably just a chainable of some sort. Yeah, Karma Cut. Sure. Banish it. We don't have any engrave, right? Yeah, nah. Main 2. We'll pass the turn. There's just no need to summon out the Prisma there just yet. Karma Cut pretty good off the top for them. And that's why I'm glad that we didn't summon out Prisma. Okay, Blaze Accelerator coming on down. So they have a monster pop. And we take 19 off the rocket. Could we get a Test Tiger or a Rescue Cat or something? Ooh, Samnite, not quite it. Probably set the Samnite. It's just fodder for them to Blaze Accelerator though, right? Well, you just have to hope that they don't draw a monster. Let's see. It all comes down to this. They don't. Okay. We get one more draw. Alright. Cold Wave. That actually does kind of save us because they can't Blaze Accelerator. Okay. What do we prefer in the graveyard? I guess Samnite we can recur. We'll fire off this Cold Wave. And then set the Samnite. It buys us one more turn. We're trying to purchase one more turn, please. They now have 2 unknowns in hand with a Blaze Accelerator and a rocket, shell. This rocket is problematic. Come on. Ooh, a piece of candy. Set the Mirror Force pass. Come on, summon out another monster for us to Mirror Force. Let us get... Oh, they have the heavy. Alright, I'm just going to admit defeat. I'm not going to show them what it is, and we will go to game 3. So, Cyber Dragon's still good going first against this deck purely because of the Prisma play, I feel like. But the Smashing Grounds can come out as well. Excuse me. As well as the Brain Control. I don't know why my throat is doing that today. Dust Shoot can come back in. Call can come back in. What else are we liking here in this matchup? Probably a Test Tiger can come back. Did the Crows do much? Not really. I think maybe we dropped the Crows in favor of like a Compulse. Pretty good against Fortress when they don't have other machines in hand. And maybe Dust Tornado. Or maybe do we just not bring Compulse and we bring 2 Dust Tornadoes? That might be where it's at. Let's give it a go. Oh, this is probably going to be the last game of the video. We are coming down to it. Can we get over the 600 mark? We're at 595. This is... Oh, this is crazy. Stressful. It's crazy stressful. We'll start this one off. And let's see what we can get going here. We open MST, Samnite, Cold Wave, Dust Tornado, Bottomless, Dust Tornado. I'll go Standby Main. Do I just summon out the Samnite, activate Cold Wave? Is Samnite big enough? Yeah, let's play a Cold Wave. Summon Samnite past the turn. Hopefully Sam Knight is big enough. It loses to Volcanic Rocket and Card Trooper. Actually, it loses to Gear Frame as well. Okay, yeah, maybe this was a bad call. Maybe we should have saved the Cold Wave and just set the bottomless. Yeah, okay. Perhaps went about that too quickly. I've been trying to play a little bit quicker in this episode. I don't know if that's actually translated or not. Ooh. Okay. No play from the opponent at all. Well, I know it gores when I see one. Which is interesting. We're always attacking in. We're just getting in. Drop gores on us, opponent. Just do it. You know you want to. Yeah, okay. So here I'm thinking tag out for Murmillo, tribute for Cyber Dragon. Declare. Special summon Murmillo, declare, pop the gauze. Main 2. Tribute for Cyber Dragon. Set bottomless and dust and pass the turn. If they have a machine, it's kind of... Oh, it's not the end of the world, right? If it's Gear Frame, we bottomless it. Or do we... No, we save the bottomless for the fortress, I guess. Going for a charge. Oh, no Heavy Storm, no MST? Yo! Are they going to grab a Raikou? Yes, they are. Okay. You can set a Raikou right here. Down comes the Gear Frame. That's fine. Get your fortress. Going for Chimeratic. I will bottomless that as well. There's an argument to be made for bottomlessing the fortress, but this puts them on not having a machine in hand, which it doesn't look like they do. Or maybe they're just saving it. But now they can't set Raikou on us at least. And if we top deck Darius or Laquari... Ooh. Let's go Dust on the first one. And I will... No, I don't need to set the other Dust. Alright. Oh, Cyber Dragon. A piece of candy. Alright, let's go... Let's fire off an MST on the other one. This is what using an MST looks like, opponent. It's pretty cool, right? We know they have Fortress. Is it worth keeping this Cyber Dragon? Well, they have Fortress Raikou. Nah. Because this takes care of the token. If it eats a Raikou, I don't hate it either. So, yeah. So they're out a Heavy Storm, an MST, and a Dust Tornado, so we kind of don't need to worry about back row removal, unless it's in the form of Regeki Break. Karma Cut can only do monsters, right? Yeah. Set a very obvious Raikou and pass the turn. I'm just going to fire the Cyber Dragon into the Raikou. They go for the back row? Sure. I'll keep my Cyber Dragon. Two Regeki Break. I gotta say, their mills have been absolutely atrocious. That's very unfortunate. But they're playing a lot of spells and traps if you're trying to be milling things, to be honest. So we know Fortress in hand. It's just a matter of time until they draw a machine. I'm not feeling super confident at the position we're in right now. Here it is. Slap down a Fortress. Cyber Eltanen. Alright. Rescue Cat or Test Tiger one time? Prisma. Well, that's unfortunate. Given that we are out of Cyber Dragons, that is very unfortunate. Is it worth dumping a Bestiary? This is probably a hamster, right? I'm gonna try it. Just to get Bestiary in the graveyard. Because I feel like some kind of Gyzaris play might be our only hope. Darius is really the wrong Gladiator Beast to be drawing. I will attack in just to see if we can clear this monster, but it's probably a hamster. Oh, it's just another Raikou. Sure, that's fine then. Happy to eat another Raikou. So do they side in the Cyber Eltanens just for more bodies to pitch for Fortress? That's interesting. This is not a good spot. We're going to take 25. And we're going to pray for a Test Tiger or a Rescue Cat or some such. Come on. Book of Moon does it. If the attack goes through. They're out 2 Raikous. I'm probably putting that on a D prison. But we will see. Okay. Let's normal summon out Darius. Let's try and clear the Fortress. We'll go to the battle step so that they can't activate D prison. And we'll book that. They're thinking, is this where we get Regeki Breaked? Oh, it's where we get Karma Cut. Okay. Alright. Well, that's terrible. It wasn't the deprison, it was the 3rd Karma Cut. Alright, well. That's unfortunate. We can survive one more. We can survive one more Fortress. They add a shell. Flip up Fortress, hit us for 25. Now we're going to draw the Test Tiger. We draw the Dust Shoot. Oh, well, we're not going to make it past 600 this time around. Unfortunately. Unless they randomly decide, yeah. You got it, opponent. GG. So we decrease by 11. We drop to 584. Still a net positive. We did get like a solid, I think we were what, at 550 odd when we started? I can't remember exactly, but I think around 30 points. So it's not terrible. Unfortunately, yeah, that was a rough 3rd game there. But it is what it is, you can't win them all. So, that will do us for today's video. 2 out of 3 matches won. I'm pretty happy with that. So, you know, can't complain too badly. And we only lost 11 rating on the last one, so it could have been a lot worse. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. As always, if you want to continue watching the videos in the series, make sure to subscribe. Who knows how long the series is going to get to go for, because the ban list might be coming out early September. Potentially. But until then, we will keep making these episodes, so make sure to subscribe so that you can see them and all of the other cornucopia of videos that we make. And I will see you in the next video. A massive shout out to Riv, our first channel member. It's crazy to me that I have channel members now. If you want to be like Riv and support the channel in the most incredible way, check out that join button down below. Otherwise, just keep on doing what you're doing, and I'll see you in the next video.